McLaughlin and Harvey are playing an active role to support the local community. We launched the UMass Community Scheme in July 2020 and it asks the local community where our resources are best placed. Through the scheme and through the redevelopment, we're offering Birmingham access to our resources through small grants of up to £1,000, through volunteer time and through materials from the construction process. West Heath Community Centre received a small grant through the Community Fund to refurbish the art studio, and this allowed them to refurbish the studio to welcome the students back after the COVID-19 pandemic.
The grant's been used for moving radiators so people can be toasty and warm. It's been used for extra storage space which we didn't have before, which is covered. All of the old units have been all ripped out. Volunteers have come and helped us put the tiling in. It's all nice, clean and bright, and we've just been able to reconfigure so we can get 16 people in here very comfortably with a lot of space. Well, the students, they're a bunch of friends really, but they come in and they see it and they think, wow, this is great, and I think they feel really welcomed. They paint and they draw, and they just have a really good time, and we have a bit of a laugh, and it's a really nice social space for them to gather. They've stretched the grant to the utmost really, so they've done such a great job with it. I think come September, when all the kids are back at school, this place is going to be absolutely brimming with people.
Norton Tower is a block of residential flats in Birmingham city centre. We supported Norton Tower's Grow area with a small grant through the Community Fund and 20 hours of volunteer time through the Time Bank to build an arbour shelter. The project was focused on enhancing positive engagement and supporting health and wellbeing.
The main things we've received which are really useful to us is safety equipment so we can work safely, manual tools for breaking up the hard soil and so on, but probably the most important for us were the power tools because we do not have power in this area. The Time Bank was very useful in the sense that one, we had an example of good safe working practices and the ability of them to focus on the job in hand and complete it. So it was definitely a method that I could use to encourage others to start a job, finish a job and put the tools away afterwards safely. In relationship to the shelter, that's become probably one of the most important areas because it is quite a large focal point. It's seen by many. People notice it and the area for the first time because of it, and that way more people have got a starting point to engage a conversation. When you live in a block of flats, you're isolated. We don't have community rooms. So the only place that people might feel more comfortable and willing to sort of make that first step is a grow area. The funding has been really, really useful and come at the right time.
So the Warsaw Road Allotment is one of our key stakeholders and have received support through our UMass Community Scheme. They've received over 100 hours of volunteer time from the Time Bank. They've received resources from the Resource Bank, including topsoil and wooden benches. And we've also refurbished an entire plot for a local resident with a spinal cord injury, laying a shed base and improving wheelchair access and donating a new summer house so they can enjoy nature and improve their health and well-being. We're working with and supporting Shine at Nechel's Pod at Nechel's Community Centre. We're building an outdoor shelter through the Time Bank. Arup, the official designers of Alexander Stadium, have designed the shelter, and McLaughlin and Harvey are constructing the shelter over a period of 4 weeks, donating a total of over 150 hours of volunteer time through the Time Bank.
Here at Nechel's Pod, we're a community hub where we offer activities and services to our local community members. We hope to develop their lifestyles and also give them a chance to live a more fulfilled lifestyle. We offer social activities, community events and wellbeing sessions as well. McLaughlin and Harvey supported the pod by offering over 100 hours of voluntary time to design an outdoor shelter for us, and then they will then work with Arup to build the structure as well. So the outdoor shelter will be used to run activities and wellbeing sessions. So The main kind of ones will be our fitness sessions for over 50s, our Tai Chi, and also family sessions as well. So it gives a space for some of our community who don't have a garden space to be able to come out and use a garden area.
Priestsmith School have received 2 grants through the Community Fund and have received topsoil from our resource bank to help create an outdoor classroom for their students to enjoy at the Aldridge Road Allotments.
We are at the Aldridge Road Allotments in Birmingham, and this is the Priestley-Smith allotment plot, which is turning into our outside classroom, which is providing an excellent outline learning resource for all of our pupils at the school. This outside classroom has enabled our pupils who are blind, visually impaired, and some have physical disabilities and other learning needs to escape the classroom, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, and given them the freedom to explore nature, outside, learn and develop skills, and help to really develop mental health and well-being in a safe environment.
So the grants from McLaughlin and Harvey allowed us to get on with it quicker. It allowed us to achieve this in a much smaller timescale than we would otherwise be able to. Last year we started it, and now this year in the summer we were accessing it. The kids were on the grass, the kids were sitting on the grass, we were having a little picnic on the grass. And then when we go back to school in September, we've got a harvest and we can start thinking about next year. So the grants have allowed us just to get on with it much quicker, and we can get into our outdoor classroom and it will benefit the pupils years to come.
So we've delivered 3 rounds of the Master Communities scheme. We've just closed applications to the 3rd round, and it's been a huge success. It's really allowed us to engage with the local community and to understand local needs, and it's had a huge positive impact to the local community and has allowed McLaughlin and Harvey to leave a lasting legacy from the stadium redevelopment.